Welcome back to my kitchen, everyone. Thank you for joining me once again. Today we are going to be making spaghetti sauce, and this sauce is not just one of my favorite sauces, but it's one of our favorite sauces in the house. Why? Because whenever I make this sauce, everyone literally fights over it. And I want to give a disclaimer. This is not your traditional, authentic Italian pasta sauce. This is the way I make it and the way we enjoy it in my house. So without further ado, let's get started. Whenever I'm cooking and it requires a lot of veggies, what I like to do is to prep the veggies ahead of time. And that is exactly what I'm doing here. I have my onions, garlic, bell peppers and parsley. I'm prepping everything so that once I'm ready to use them, I'll just throw everything inside my pot without having to, quickly run and chop, then come back. I've got my pan here, and to that I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm using olive oil today. However, you can use any good vegetable oil of your choice. Once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to be adding my onions, and I'm going to cook that until it becomes translucent. Let's say about 2 to 3 minutes. It's now time to add my garlic, and I'm also going to cook that for about 30 seconds or till the aroma pops out. In goes my ground beef. You can also use ground turkey or ground chicken for this. It's all well and good. So I'm just going to brown this for a few minutes. And while browning it, I'm going to make sure I break all the clumps. You don't want that meat to be clumped up in your sauce. Once the meat is nicely browned, it's now time to add our seasoning. I'm going to be using salt, bouillon powder, black pepper, oregano, and cayenne pepper. Now give this a good mix so that all these ingredients can be well combined. And you want to leave this to cook again for about a minute or thereabouts. At this point, I'm going to be stirring in my bell peppers, I'm also going to be stirring in my tomato sauce. Give that a good mix so that everything can be well combined. Finally, I'm going to be adding the water. So we are going to leave this to cook for another 30 minutes on a medium to low heat. And we have to be stirring this occasionally to make sure the sauce is not burning. Also, if the sauce needs a little more liquid in between, feel free to add it. But a little at a time, because a little liquid goes a long way. While the sauce is simmering, I like to boil the pasta. Today I'm using the regular spaghetti. I already have my water boiling. To that, I'm going to be adding some salt. Throw in my pasta and cook till the pasta is all done. I'll be removing the pasta from my stovetop to drain the water. Then I'm going to be setting it aside. So here we go, guys. Our spaghetti sauce is all done. As you can see, it's looking really good and it smells so good in here. You can never go wrong with this recipe. Like I said earlier, it doesn't go only with your spaghetti, but it also goes with rice, couscous, quinoa, name it, all your favorite grains. So that is it again for today. Thank you very much for spending your time with me. As usual, all the details to today's recipe can be found in the description box below. And as always, whenever you try my recipe, I always appreciate your feedbacks. So feel free to do the same for this recipe, and I'll be glad to read your responses about it. Until next time, I'll talk to you shortly. Enjoy.